We stood on the Essex shore a mess of shingle. Some of us new and eager for a fight, and others not so sure, but all of us both knowing and not knowing what lay ahead of us. Scotland. Scotland, where we would install a king.
Our job is basically to install Malcolm as king, but the dispute is that Greig, or who is Shakespeare's Lady Macbeth effectively, is there in competition with Malcolm, and they are two different houses.
Well, she's queen in her own right, and she is prepared to go to extraordinary lengths, any lengths necessary, to protect the realm for her son, who is the rightful king.
What we hope to do is arrive there in spring and settle it in spring, but it's unachievable, so Seaward orders that we stay on.
Seaward tends to delegate some of the more unpleasant tasks, or just the sort of administration of things, to me, and I carry out those duties with varying degrees of willingness.
Our senior officer, Egham, looks after us quite well. But the most senior Seaward is the man with good intentions, who is kind of... He's trying to accomplish a good goal, but...
Sometimes the things that we do that are worst in their effects on other people is when we try to impose upon them that which we believe will be good for them, and we genuinely think it will be good for them, and we sort of do it, and that's when people kick back at you hardest, almost.
We've only got 2.5 weeks, is it, rehearsals, and for a few people like the rest, you know, they've never done it before, so I imagine that's...
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it was terrifying, but I think once we got in, after the first couple of days, it really feels the company's really together, which it obviously is, because you guys have got a lovely vibe from last time.
It's lovely for all sorts of reasons to be in this play, but one of the things that's very enjoyable about it as a Scot and as a Scotswoman is to have that woman looked at again. Shakespeare wrote a magnificent and irresistible, spellbinding play. We think we know who that woman is. This gives us a different slant on her, and that's very refreshing and a great privilege to be part of.
I think that's the brilliant thing about David Greig, is that he makes it obvious that that's there in the background, but he also doesn't shove it in your face at all.
There are parallels in it with all sorts of different situations. It looks at what it's like to be a boy fighting away from home in a war that perhaps you don't understand, or even if you do understand it, the enemy will redefine the terms of engagement. It looks at how men and women are, always have been, always will be, probably. It's as much to do with modern-day Afghanistan as it is to do with 11th century Scotland. That makes it sound perhaps dry or arcane or martial in a way that the play isn't. It's got a great big heart as well as a great big brain.